Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it. I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. You can find us streaming on both Facebook and YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. Developing Now, the UP's largest full-time manufacturing employer, has canceled a major investment project. Billerud announced it will not continue the $1 billion conversion of its Escanaba mill. This comes after the state of Michigan approved $200 million in funding last year. The conversion would have changed the mill's production from graphic paper to carton board, which Billerud makes in its European mills. Right now, the Escanaba mill employs about 860 people. UP leaders say they're hopeful for the future of economic collaboration in our region. Billerud's president and CEO says after considering several alternatives, this conversion was no longer feasible.
Have worked long and hard over the past 18 months to find a solution. Now, the conclusion is pretty clear that the investment level remains a massive challenge. And I can say that the investment level needed, they are much higher versus our ingoing projections.
There's real value in us no matter what has happened here. The fact that we can coalesce that type of support to move really significant projects.
Billerud says it plans to gradually shift its product mix toward packaging materials in North America with a moderate investment level. And in continuing coverage, Iron Street in Negaunee is still upgrading from the downtown enhancement project that started last year. Today, the city manager says crews were out working on getting water and electricity to landscaping plots. Last year, they improved accessibility. Now they're working on some aesthetics. They added garbage cans, flower pots to the light posts, and planted trees along the street. The city manager says there is more than $2.5 million from multiple funding sources to make this project happen.
All this is going to bring a great new light to Negaunee, allowing businesses to flourish here, bringing more people in to spend time in downtown. And we're going to be, in my opinion, a haven for events happening in the Upper Peninsula.
Heffron says people can expect more information on the project near its completion. A new clinic at OSF St. Francis Hospital and Medical Group will help the community stay in the UP for the care they need. The OSF Healthcare Daniel J. Kabasic Center Clinic has similar services to what the previous clinic offered, with one big difference: more room. The new oncology and hematology clinic has 5 exam rooms and 10 infusion bays. Each bay has a large window with a view and an iPad for entertainment.
Having this here, a bigger space to operate out of, and keeping care close to home so that patients don't have to worry about having to travel great distances to get their oncology care.
The clinic offers both oncology and hematology services. Kelly Camp says most patients are referred through their primary care. A few nursing care facilities in Marquette County will soon be getting new residents. As we told you last week, Mission Point in Ishpeming Township is closing because it was deemed not economically viable. TV6's Tristan Kendrick spoke with 2 local nursing providers. He tells us how the center's closing impacts current residents and how other centers will have to adapt.
Mission Point Nursing and Rehabilitation Center staff say after July 11th, the location in Ishpeming Township will close. The facility that has over 30 residents says it's currently working to find replacement housing. A few miles away, Marquette County Medical Care Facility Administrator Denise Perry says her center will be taking at least 3 of Mission Point's residents. She says this closing is a challenge for all residents and their families.
Right now, there's a lot of residents in the hospitals as well. So, for example, outside of our Mission Point resident referrals, we got 6 referrals for new admissions yesterday with only 2 beds to offer at that time.
Perry also says her staff is making sure her center is equipped to handle more new residents. She also mentions Mission Point residents are used to a private room setting. Perry says her facility has very few private rooms.
So it's a big adjustment for those residents who are coming from Mission Point to now have to have a roommate as well. I think that the Mission Point staff has done a phenomenal job in trying to make sure that this transition is as smooth as possible.
Norlight Nursing Center in Marquette's administrator, Wayne Johnson, says a number of Mission Point residents have already transferred to this center.
Immediately after the closure, we began in communication with Mission Point. They sent several resident referrals down here. We are planning to admit somewhere between 5 to 7 of them. Some of them are already here.
Johnson also says his center has been in contact with Mission Point and is hoping to hire some of its staff. Tristan Kendrick, TV6 News.
Thank you, Tristan. A Marquette chef is in the running for a contest to win $25,000 and some notoriety. A chef at Pizzeria. He's currently third in his group in an online contest called Chef. Jacoby first started cooking as a teenager with his Italian grandmother. He's currently working on new menu items for Third Coast Pizzeria. He says he hopes to win to continue learning and developing as a chef.
Vote for me. It really brings awareness here, but it also, helps the little guys out. We've got a lot of stuff that we want to do, and I really want to learn more and give back to the people that have given so much to me.
Voting is online now. We've created a link to where you can vote on our website at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP local news app. After 2 years, the Little Caesars chain is returning to the city of Marquette. Little Caesars in Marquette on West Washington Street had its grand opening today. The store's co-owner says after doing a soft opening yesterday, they have already seen hundreds of people in just 2 days. The co-owner says she decided to reopen this location after renovating the Houghton location.
I love going to work there every single day. All the employees are so happy. So I'm like, let's do it again. Our goal in the future is to have 40 locations. So we're hoping to open more within a year. But Marquette was close to Houghton. It's convenient and it was a good spot in town.
Owners say this time they're planning to keep this location up to date so in the future they won't have to ever close again. They also say they want to thank the community for the support. And finally tonight on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream, the 9th annual Dancing with Our Stars has sold out both nights for the very first time. Dancing with Our Stars Barbie and Ken edition starts tomorrow and ends Thursday. All proceeds from the event go to the UP Hospice Foundation and its programs. While tickets are all sold out, the event coordinator says you can still give to the foundation by casting your vote online until Thursday night.
That raises us nearly $40,000 and above in ticket sales alone. Looking at our leaderboards for money raised, it looks like there's another good maybe $40,000 in votes that have been taken in. So this event again is proving to be just an extreme success all around.
Again, you can cast your vote online until Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. You can find a link to that on our website. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in right back here on Facebook at 8:45 tomorrow morning. TV6's Mandy Koskela and Michael Sobek will recap top stories from the morning on their show, Beyond Your Morning News. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.